Welcome, everyone. Entirely sure. Well, there we go. Better. Welcome to the stream. First of all, I am not sure exactly how my audio is sounding because I have a new microphone, so any kind of feedback on that would be helpful. So how turned off the audio of the game? This is supposed to be 70. Yes, that seems fine. The intro video was very loud. I shall do a re-render of it if it's too loud, because I don't want it to be too loud. I have had... I'm a bit louder than usual. That's weird, because according to OBS, I'm actually less loud than usual, because I'm barely going into the red now. I'm staying at an average of -10 with my regular voice, which is much more preferable than it going up towards the 0, which is where you don't want it to be. Could be that I'm clearer, yes. The microphone is also handily enough, not visible on the camera, at least not in this position. It depends on if I'm standing up or if I'm sitting down. Currently I'm standing up, so that's probably the reason why the microphone is hidden. Setting up that microphone was interesting. For those of you who are interested in the technical details, it is a Rode Procaster, and I'm using a Focusrite Scarlett 2i2 interface for that. It's definitely an improvement. I'm glad to hear that. Thank you. Now, I was supposed to stream yesterday. I was even supposed to have a guest star, some random heretic, who was going to try to solve the mysteries of that roundabout for me, but I did not feel very well yesterday because I had very bad sleep. So I decided to skip on the entire streaming thing because of that. It's good to be up in shape when you're doing streaming, I feel, because since I wasn't in a very particularly good mood either due to the bad sleep, I'm pretty sure that would have carried over into the stream, which I don't think that's a good thing. Now, if you would be so kind as to stop, train, preferably before the downhill there, thank you. Let's go backwards. I'm a bit mystified by the fact that the trains that are on autopilot change those switches manually. I wish they didn't do that. But I guess you're meant to build stations, not drive around manually. Yeah, setting up the microphone was there was a lot of work involved in that, since it's an XLR based microphone, and yes, that involved a fair amount of fiddling. But I will also be able to get, most likely, both a Stream Deck, XL version of that. I already have a smaller version of that. Since I'm going to sell the old Yeti microphone, I mean, why would I keep that around? I don't need it. And if I get a new Stream Deck, that also means that I can sell the old Stream Deck. So, and there is a market for these things these days, strangely enough. So that's good. Now, what we were doing in the last episode, that is the last stream episode, because I've also recorded an episode for the actual series that is off stream. And, oops, I tend to do that. And what I did in that episode, for those of you who haven't watched it, is that I just showed what I had been doing, basically, for the people who doesn't bother to watch the stream archive or pay attention to the stream. I'm glad to hear that, Peps. Thank you. That is very good. I'm very satisfied with it. It's a very pretty microphone. And it even has a built-in pop filter, which is something that I didn't even know microphones had. But then again, audio hasn't been my forte. I'm very good with technical computer hardware stuff. When it comes to audio, that's usually my father's forte, but when you mix up that with computers, he gets lost. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, change to the this one. I recorded an episode of Evil Genius 2 before I streamed, and I think the sound was better. But there is more fiddling that I need to do. And of course, Voice Meter was not happy about new devices, so I need to do some adjustment there as well. That has nothing to do with the audio, it's just to do with the virtual cables. The browser sound no longer works. Very good, very good. Yeah, the other thing with the Yeti is that it kind of catches the sound everywhere in the room, whereas this one, if I go too far away from it, I couldn't hear me anymore. You would have heard me very clearly if I was still using the Yeti there. I was basically a meter that way, and still, the microphone just cut me out. So, it's definitely better on the noise cancellation, but then again, it's not a dynamic microphone. Or how? What way was that? The Yeti is it catches like everything around it. While this one is more of a directional one, so I have to speak into the actual microphone front, which is what I've been wanting for quite some time. But expensive, but I got this at a very decent price. And I also happened to sell some old hardware that I had lying around that I no longer needed, so that was good, because that means it's not collecting dust, and someone that I know gets to use it. So, and I know that it will be cared well for and used well. Where are we going with this, I wonder? I think we need to go like 1 and 2. I think I usually use that one. And then 1. No, that has to be the number 9. That's not supposed to be a glass. That is supposed to be this one. And then this one. And this is a corner. This one. 1, 2, 3. And 1. And this one should be that. I don't know why I bother doing this, because it's really unnecessary of me to do this, since I don't bother with building the pillars anymore. But habits. Okay, so that one is supposed to be this type. And then we have glass foundations again. Yeah, when I listened to the video myself that I recorded of Evil Genius, it was hard for me to tell differences very easily. But that was because I had done like 30 small test recordings before that, and I figured that I'm not going to be able to hear any difference anymore, because I've listened to my own voice too many times now, and kind of happens after a while that you can't hear the nuances. So the video, and of course this stream, is basically the main test of the microphone. But that said, I also need to fiddle a bit more with the Reaper plugins that I'm using, because I don't know if you guys feel that way, but personally feel that I might be a tad too much like deepness or bass to my voice, and that is easily removed or at least toned down a little bit with an equalizer. But one of my main personal pet peeves with my voice has been the S sounds, and that's something that I struggled a great deal with when I was using the Yeti, because the Yeti picked up my S sounds very, very distinctly, and I found them to be undesirable elements, shall we say that? 6. Whereas this microphone definitely seems to be much better on not making my S sounds as pronounced, so that it isn't the same hiss noise as it used to be. But as you say, they're addicted. Usually we are our own biggest critics, so most people probably haven't noticed anything of that, except for myself. But then again, for me as a streamer, I would like my content to have the highest possible audio quality, so I want to be happy with my own content as well. I was 8, I believe, 4, 6, 8, but I need to... well, not yet. The bauxite is up there, I believe. Oh, apparently it has reset. Yes, I'm using yeah, it's actually directly ahead of us. I'm using the Reaper program to... I just record a clip in Reaper, and then I add the equalizer filter. I actually have 2 of them. I have 2 equalizer filters, one for the low and the high pass to remove the lowest and the highest sounds in my voice, and to slightly enhance the vocal frequencies, where the main part of my voice is. And then I have an additional equalizer, which is fairly complicated with many bands. And of course, credits go to the Francois for this, because it's through his videos that I've learnt about this. So I have a like a bottom equalizer, and then I have one on the top of there, and the top one is the one that does the fine tuning of things, while the bottom one just does a high pass and a low pass, and removes any sound beneath 50 hertz is removed, and any sound above 20,000 hertz is removed. Not that the microphone is able to deal with that, since the microphone can only capture minus 15 decibel. Yes, I can do that. Minus 15... let's see here. Well, I can't go to minus 15 exactly, but now I'm at minus 14.9 decibel on the audio mixer for the Procaster, which in reality, when I speak the way I do now, puts me at minus 25, which is about the same as the game audio, so I don't expect that I'm very... yeah. I think I would have to remove the game sound for you to get any benefit from that. Unless you want my voice to be at exactly 15 decibel on the audio mixer, that is, on the middle of the yellow. And hello, Volley. Welcome so much to the stream. What I can do is this. And I can do, let's see here, that, no, there, that, no, that. How about there? No, there. That's around 15 decibels. So now when I'm talking like this is about 15 decibel pretty standardly. Well, it's jumping to minus 10 a couple of times, but this is about minus 15 decibel when I speak in this tone. So you can clip this or do whatever you want. 15, yeah. And then I can add back the game. I don't know why you're worried about pointing out something out of fear of pissing me off, because that doesn't really, like... I can see why you worry about it in the kind of a cultural sense, because yes, culturally, people have a tendency to get pissed off when people point out something. But to be very, very honest, and this is to be very concise and very clear on this, any feedback that I get, I value that feedback, and especially when it's delivered politely. And I cannot, in my wildest imagination, see you deliver any kind of feedback to me impolitely, because you're far too polite to ever even consider doing that. So when someone delivers some feedback to me that something is not ideal, that's something that I value. So please do not feel afraid to piss me off. It is actually quite difficult to piss me off, as both Peps and Wally can attest to. And things like that is not what pisses me off. That I can assure you. Always the supportive. Why do I keep you guys around as mods? I don't know. You're horrible. Both of you. Heretics. Okay, one more. I don't think that's going to be an issue, because we need to go further up. Of course I do. Phasian, on the other hand, whatever.
Dress to kill. Blah!
I'm not sure if you're just a heretic. I hope you have some other qualities as well. These trees are also heretical. Oh dear, I only have 2 nobelisks left. I gotta build some more. Isn't there supposed to be a corner in... Huh? Oh, now Nightbot works. Must have been a glitch in the system that other day then, because I haven't done anything with it. Are you going to be pesky? Yeah, well, did you put it at a little bit too much of a leeway, Wally? Oh, that's good. You only just did the one. Well, I'll pay attention to it throughout the stream and see if it's getting too annoying, and adjust it accordingly if necessary. I think I want that, and then I want that, I want that, and then we want to go farther up. Now I do have one problem with this. I think that problem is fairly obvious based on the scanner, if I'm not wrong. Yes, the bauxite is just there. Well, if I go high enough above it, like Wally does in Factory Town, should work. Oh, Evil Genius 2 is just marvelous. It's just an amazing game. I'm having so much fun. I cannot recommend that game highly enough if you like that style of game. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go make more Nobelisks, I think, because that doesn't look too promising. Not that... I don't think they're protecting the bauxite, no, they're mainly protecting that thingamajig over there. And the bauxite is over there. Okay, so this is actually a good place to come up. I thought there were 3 nodes here, but maybe 2 of them are so close together that they register as 1 on the scanner. Not sure. Sit down, so please hold on. And then move this a little bit closer to my mouth. Now you can see it. This is what it looks like. A fairly nondescript but elegant microphone. Not power chair. It's an electric desk or motorized desk. Yeah, I figured it was a good idea for me to save my back a little bit. No, that makes sense. So I did invest when we moved. I did invest in a standing desk that has a motor, so that I can take it up and down at my own whim. Streaming was a good thing for that, because I actually underutilized the standing feature of the chair, which when you have a standing desk is kind of silly to not use. I'm not sure how you guys feel about that, but personally at least I feel that when you invest money into a standing desk, you probably should use the stand feature more often than a couple of times per week. You could not hear the motor with the old mic and not with this one. No, the reason why you couldn't hear the motor with the old one was because of my filters. If I had not had those filters, you would have heard the motor, trust me. When I was talking to my psychiatric nurse today, which would be unfiltered, we were using some web-based service that the Norwegian healthcare system has enabled for doctors and nurses and psychiatrists and psychologists and stuff like that, so that it's encrypted. And there was a seagull, or a couple of seagulls, flying outside the window. They were probably at least 70 meters up in the air, and he could hear those scream. So the Yeti picks up noise a lot. And I've tried to get that equalizer APO or APO equalizer, whatever it's called. I've tried to get that to work so that I could get it like a global filter thing. But Windows 10 is not very fond of that, I noticed. You have a good dinner, Wally. See you soon. Yeah, I think it's equalizer APO. We also need to go back to base to get more Nobelisks. Because I don't think I have... No, I don't. I don't have any powder with me, which is kind of necessary for Nobelisks. I don't think I built any foundations here. There are other ways to get those filters. How so? I would still like to have them on a system level rather than just enabled in OBS. Now, why are railroads so wonky? I know, don't ask. Certain questions are better left unanswered. I'm not sure I want to chain them in through voice meter. Voice meter is wonky enough as it is. No need to wonk it up even more, but what is the other app that I would have running all the time? Since you say they can be chained in through voice meter. If it is voice meter itself, then maybe, but if it is something that needs to be added to voice meter, I'm a bit worried about that. Yeah, doesn't help me very much that there's any kind of mod at the moment, since the mods doesn't work on experimental. Not that I would be using mods like that though. I don't mind having to go back and forth to pick up things. Gives me opportunity to rest a bit, basically, since it is actually rather intensive to keep building all the time. Especially when you're dealing with railroads. No, I don't... Okay, you can... No, you can... You gonna roll backwards? I think I'm gonna park you a little bit further down, because I don't want the train to end up down at the aluminium outpost. If I really get rich someday... Yeah, thank you. I would appreciate that. If I really get rich someday, I'll probably get a Go XLR. Those things just look very nice and pleasant. But they're... 500 US dollars, so 500 euros. Added to the Norwegian stuff, that's probably more like 700, 800 dollars or euros. And I'm not ready to pay that kind of money for anything. I mean, I like streaming, but that's more than my CPU cost. Can you still get Photoshop standalone? I thought you only could get that via the Adobe CC or Creative Cloud subscription service now. Satisfactory really is one of those perfect games to stream. It's really relaxing when you're just doing menial work like this. Oh yes, it definitely does. Not that the Yeti is a jack microphone, it's a USB pure microphone, which is a bit annoying. Not that I would continue to use it, since it picks up everything. I don't think it would help much if you put it on an XLR cable. It would still, since it's a condenser microphone, it picks up everything. But the thing with the Yeti is that I use that for put my feet up. My dear Phasian, my feet are already up. I have them on the desk. You can't see that, but my feet are directly over there, not down there. I don't understand why people enjoy FPS games, at least not the like CS:GO and stuff like that. I don't understand that at all. But most of the people who play FPS games don't understand why I enjoy playing Satisfactory, so... But my issue with FPS games is twofold. One of the issues I have with FPS games is that they give me too much adrenaline, which is not beneficial when you have anxiety. The other thing with FPS games is that I am not a very competitive person. Like, I don't like competition at all. I detest playing competitively. I can do it for the fun of it. If there's like, if everyone has that attitude, then sure, I can play competitively just for fun. But if I play anything, even board games, I don't... The most competitiveness you get out of me from board games really is that I like to compete against myself. I like to compete against my old records in games. I'm not sure if that's a problem, though, to be honest. I mean, life is a fair bit more relaxed when you don't care about winning all the time. Hey! What are you doing here? That, by the way, would be my husband, Philiomyth. You're supposed to be at work! I need 5 per, so I need 250. Xy, yep. Oh, yeah, with FPS game. Yeah, that makes sense. I do like FPS games that aren't like FPS-ish style in terms of first-person shooter, like Dishonored. That is definitely an FPS game, but I do like it because first of all, it's single player. Secondly, it isn't a stressful game. You can take your time, scout out the areas, sneak around. You can even do the game without killing a single enemy. And so that's a stealth FPS game, and I love those. You are at work, but you just have to check if I were her since I didn't respond. Yes, I am here. I needed 250. Well, I suppose I could have gotten some of this. Instead of scavenging the machines. No obelisk. No obelisk. Well, you know, I could probably just write it here. And keep in mind you can just double tap your spacebar. You don't have to put your phone or your cat or your dog. Raiding in World of Warcraft, that I enjoyed. Warzone, not so much. But raiding in World of Warcraft, if done together with good friends, who do not care if you wipe over and over, That is fun. But these days I tend to not play World of Warcraft. I haven't played World of Warcraft since Battle for Azeroth. I didn't even buy Shadowlands, which is the first World of Warcraft expansion that I haven't bought. Yes, that's a good point, since I tend to be the raid leader. Next topic. No, the usual people that I raid together with do not do Leroy Jenkins stuff. On the other hand, if someone did, there wouldn't be a massive anger thing about it. Most people would probably laugh. Is there any room left for... There is. Pick up some steel pipes as well before we head back out. Yeah, I think I need to revise that message, because that takes up a lot of space in the chat. Perhaps the suggestion there was actually quite good, that you can just modify that too, if you just click. Apparently it wasn't a serious thing, apparently it was a setup. So, the Leroy thing didn't actually happen, per se. PvP in WoW, I don't do. I find that extremely boring. And by extremely boring, I mean really, truly extremely boring. It's probably about the most boring thing I can do in World of Warcraft. That's PvP. Occasionally, I can be pulled into it, like in Battle for Azeroth. There were these island expeditions that would yield better rewards if you did them in PvP. But I didn't like the island expeditions, so I didn't do them many times. And of course that beep Azerite stuff they added there. Which of course the island expeditions were one of the main sources of. Wasn't very helpful for me. There was an interview with the guy himself many years after the incident. I saw him recently in some other game that I played. Who was that? Wally, for those of you who aren't aware, used to play as a rogue. And he played as a rogue back when the different races actually had some kind of effect. And the undead, which Wally used to play, they had that ability that made them better in PvP. I don't remember exactly what it was. Way too long ago. PvP in Elder Scrolls Online is very different, but I also tend to play as casters, and the Nightblades tend to be very annoying in PvP in Elder Scrolls Online. Because they will usually camp around the areas where you need to go to get to the action. So you don't even get there. You just Oh, I died. But what game did I see Leroy in? Very recently I saw a game with I hope you're not on Dead Real Life. Well, that would explain the smell, I suppose. Oh god, Crossroads. Ugh. Where is Mancrick's wife? That's a meme all by itself. And also South Shore. Oh. When Theliomyth and I started out playing World of Warcraft after the beta, we were playing together with some friends of us from Star Wars Galaxies, and they, for some reason, insisted on playing on a PvP server. So we played Horde on a PvP server, and I don't remember the name of the zone, but you had Tarren Mill and whatever I just said, South something. And you just couldn't walk around that zone without being ganked. It was just impossible. Level 60 players were just camping out that zone to just ruin the game for everyone else. So we moved to RP servers instead. And we've actually been playing on RP servers ever since. In any game we play, we are playing on RP servers. Play MMOs. Usually you get a little bit more polite people there. Okay, I think that thing is going to be annoying. Yeah, the thing with Fallout 76 is that I'd actually like to get that game now and get Fallout 1 so that we can play on a private server, because that seems fun. But I haven't played Fallout 76 at all because of that. Hillspread Foothills. Thank you, Apollos. That was exactly the name of it. And I think the city was South Shore. Of course, all of that disappeared with Cataclysm. But I remember being at the ruins of Dalaran in that area. That was the first time we went there. That was really like an epic experience. Even though it was just a crater with some undeads around. Am I going to be able to... Yep. That sounds about like what I've heard. Can I get that tree away? Yes, I can. Excellent. And welcome to the stream, by the way, Apollos. Okay, so I think the bauxite is over there. Yep. One node there. And that's down. And there's... Okay, so there's... I think there's two nodes there and one node there, where that one would be pure and those two would be normal. Ah. Thank you for lurking as well. Very much appreciated. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now that is probably going to be a problem, that hill thing there. Or mesa or whatever. Because I suspect that we're going to go... Yeah. Of course we are. You left before they added Blood Elves and Draenei. That was the best expansion. You missed out on the best expansion. Well, you can re-experience it, because they are apparently launching it on Classic. No, wrong foundation. And no, wrong foundation. There usually are. Most often it involves guild drama. I've had my fair share of that throughout the years in World of Warcraft. That's exactly where I wanted a foundation. Or not. I keep adding these in case I want to add the pillars. Huh. Yeah, right. I don't know if they're going to add Cataclysm. I hope they don't. I hope that's not the plan, to just redo the entire launch sequence. Like, Cataclysm would have to be the expansion they don't add, because the moment you add Cataclysm to Classic, it's no longer Classic. I would love to join a Stellaris multiplayer game. Oh, hello. Bye. Did I kill the plant as well? That's useful. Apparently I did. Hello, little friend. Your biological and technological distinction will be added to our own. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7 and 8. Now, if only the Noblex would remove those things. Sadly, they don't. What's that? Is that oil? Looks like oil. But it could be nitrogen, yes. I think it's nitrogen because I think I wanted both of them. No, it isn't. It is actually oil. No. Is it water? Yes, it's water. Oh, that's handy. But that was probably planned now that I think about it. Because I've forgotten what the map looks like. That is probably why I wanted to go here, because of that.
Not all who wander are lost.
Thank you so much for the follow, Glass Deviant, and welcome to the stream. Pleasure to see you here. How is your evening? Can I get above that? Yes. I don't think I will ever do a Satisfactory multiplayer series. I know I will. There's in the FAQ and rules channel in the Discord, there's a little reaction icon you can do if you want to get a notification ping in the Discord. If you don't want to get that, that is perfectly understandable. Not everyone likes to be pinged. I'm doing pretty well today. I have acquired a new microphone, XLR based. It's a Rode Procaster, and I'm quite happy with it. But I was not happy with it when I tried to set it up initially. I was anything but happy with it, to put it that way. Like, I was very, very, very close to reconnecting the Yeti. Unhappy with it. But then I got some help from Zeely and everything was fine. And my brain keeps wanting to say Sealy, because X and English usually is C, like a C sound. But no, I don't think I need to make this close either. I think I have it a bit too close at the moment. Probably because I showed it off. But I'm a bit worried what happens when I mumble. No, that's fine actually. Yeah, that works. As far as I've been able to tell, she pronounces her own nick Xeely. But I assume she's used to being called Sealy as well, because I assume that most people speak English would pronounce her name Sealy. Are we going to accept leaves inside of the railroad tracks? I don't think we have a choice. Well, here we do, but I think I need to have a railroad going through there. That's a good question. Because I do say Z. The Titan Forest is a bit annoying to build in, because you can't remove the trees. Anyhow, I suppose that my husband might want me to respond to something. An important question, but he got a response. Oh, I didn't know that. Thank you for the language information. Well, the train could go through there. Doesn't look too bad. Wonder what this looks like on the map. Geesh, 440 hours on this save game alone. Actually 441. Even with having to wait occasionally, that is a lot. Okay, so where are we right now, I wonder? Of course, she just flipped the X and the E in exile. Ah, that explains things. Yeah, impure. Well, that means that I've actually done this correctly, because those are the two nodes that I want to tap. The normal sulfur node there. I can take the train up here? Because I want to have a loop. I want these trains to meet. And I'm not sure, or rather I am sure. I think I want this track here to come up here and go in there in a T-junction. Because then it can go both ways. And the track that I've built here can go up into the red bamboo fields. Titan Forest. What is this? Okay, so they don't call it the red swamp, they just call it the swamp. All of this is the Dune Desert. Wow. I think this is new. I don't remember having this here the last time I checked. That's quite useful actually that they've added that. Also, the tracks that go here, I'm going to have to take them up eventually, because over here is the very, very tasty area where you find the two pure copper nodes. There's also one there, and there's also, allow me to click it, 4 pure iron. Wow, there's a lot of pure iron nodes here as well. So I've got no less than 10 pure iron nodes in this little area here. Well then. I've got 3 pure coal nodes down there. That's you. The Rocky Desert is my favorite area to start, but I also like the Northern Forest. It's a little bit more annoying to build in the Northern Forest, so you basically have to build like a platform, which is what I did with the main base in the Dune Desert, like above the thing. But the Rocky Desert, you have this area here, where my previous series was, and you usually start out like, you see you have 4 pure iron nodes up here, but you have to go over here, like there's several pure copper nodes, like there's 4 of them, no 5, 6 actually, but this area here is very nice to build in. That's the best, my favorite area. In the Sunday Shenanigans, which Phasian is referring to, I believe they are playing, like, building above this lake. If I'm not entirely mistaken. Like here, probably their base is, and because you can see things up there. Spider cave here. I never liked the grasslands. There's too few nodes there. Or rather, there's too few pure nodes there. I should be more specific there. I need to go to the bathroom real quick, so I shall return shortly. Interesting. To change the hotkey on the Stream Deck. Be right back anyways. Okay, there we go. Saw the mouse cursor move in there and disappear again. It was just because I was adjusting the Stream Deck hotkeys. As far as I know, there is no way to modify the map currently. But whether that... Rather, what I expect we will see after launch is... Actually... that it's not procedural is not a bad thing, Glass Deviant. But you wouldn't... I think it's more of an engine thing. It's Unreal Engine 4. Making procedural terrain in Unreal Engine 4 would be... It would probably yield some fairly interesting, very non-desirable results, I believe. I mean, Factorio is flat, DSP is basically flat. Each planet in DSP is the same size, except for gas giants being the alternative. But that's the one thing that I wonder if they're going to add to DSP. Different planet sizes. That would be fun. Also give an additional... what is it called? Yeah. Astronair is a good... I know the world is just too detailed to make this a procedurally generated world. It wouldn't work. But the fact that it is non-procedural, usually I would prefer worlds that are procedural. And I know this map, except for the region that I'm in now, I know this map almost by heart. And still, I have... Just this save is, as you... Well, you might not have seen that. This save alone is 441 hours. The autosave should be incoming soon. Which is, of course, part of the reason why I have so many hours, or why I know the map so well, since I have such so many hours in the game. But the fact that it's procedural, non-procedurally generated and actually handcrafted, what that means is that they have a world designer, Hannah, I believe her name is, someone told me sometime, and it also, like, Ark Survival Evolved is the same engine, and each map in Ark Survival Evolved takes around 30 gigabytes of disk space, which is why if you install Ark Survival Evolved without disabling the DLCs you don't need, you get like 240 gigabytes of data on your drive, which is interesting. So I usually make sure that I disable all of the expansions because if I play Ark Survival Evolved, it is because I want to play one of the maps, not all of them at once. And it's not that I need the disk space, yeah, that is part of it, of course, but and also it's not like I don't have the download speed, but like, it's so many files. Procedural in generating a world that takes 30 gigabytes of data? Not sure if that's a good idea. Fairly powerful computers, and you would also get these weird incidents. Say that. Weird incidents. I don't think it's very easy to make... Wow, that was weird. I don't think it's very easy to make a 3D game procedurally. I think that's quite a challenge. And welcome back, Wally. I mean, 3D game with this type of graphics and so forth. Yeah, not that there aren't already weird incidents. There are places where you can clip through the world and fall down. One of them happens to be in my base. If you go into a cave there that used to work, the world designer accidentally has removed the floor. Not so much to my amusement, but I think it amused the audience back then. One rail track can be... I need to go 3 more. Actually, I need to go 4 more. I probably wouldn't play Satisfactory if it was voxel graphics. I don't mind voxel. The reason why I like the game is that the thing is so stunningly beautiful. Like that. Just... And it's a large part of the enjoyment of the game to see all these scenes that are stunning to look at. It's supposed to be... Then this isn't it. 1, 2. 1. 2. Save. That one. Okay, actually this one is 1. And we have a glass foundation there. And this one is supposed to be 8x1, and we have a glass foundation there. Yeah, 7 Days to Die, that's one of those games that I can't play because it's just too intense. Way too much adrenaline for me. You can watch others play it on stream and stuff like that, but you would not see me play it because I would not be a happy camper. Ah, the bot did its job. Okay. What? You. Yep. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No. I try not to be too harsh on the punishment for posting links because I don't want people who post links who are actually viewers to accidentally have everything they have written removed. Thank you, Wally. Just one of them, it seems. Okay, now this is the inner one. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the quality of life mods, but I suspect that it's a very conscious decision on Coffee Stain's part to not release the necessary headers, because I think they want to ensure that the game is actually stable enough for people to play it before they re-add the modding support. And that most likely involves the headers changing. They're probably having problems today. I have the trusted lurkers in here. Bing Cortana, Carbot 14XYZ. Polly 1169. He's also one of those weird lurkers that never say anything. Stop doing that, game. Okay, that won't work. Okay, Wally, since you're here, being born without hands to type must really suck. Yep. Do you want the railroad to go on the east side of that tree, or do you want it to go on the west side of that tree? Oh no, someone else has coded the bots, so I don't have to worry about that. I just have to enable or disable the various protection thingies, like you can have link protection, you can have spam protection, you can have caps protection, you can have bad words protection, special characters protection. I do have explosions, but it doesn't work on those trees. If you want one lane on either side, that's what you're gonna get that job then, because I'm not gonna do that. I'm too lazy for that stuff. It's going directly north. Let me show you. Chainsaw on that? It's a rock. Not just hardwood, it's stone. I think it's fossilized. I need to save the game. Get to experience the lag of the nice map again. Places of Gizmo. The reason I chose this way is because it's the only way I can go with the trains with Peps. Titan Forest is rather large. And it borders the Red Forest, which is up here. And the height up there is slightly different than the height up here. I mean, I'm at 212. That node is at 236, so I would have to go over this crap. Whereas I want the track to just go up here. So that's the tree we were looking at on when I asked about the tree. And what I was thinking was going up here. And then somehow sneak my way through here. and go over here and then connect up in a T-junction there. Nightbot is both for YouTube and for Twitch, and I have two bots in here. I have Nightbot and I have the Streamlabs chatbot. It's aptly named the Herald of the With. And the Herald of the With is the one that's doing the sound effects. That's okay. So I need to adjust the patience then. Go away. Yeah, zigzagging is definitely on the table. We also might have to go up. Maybe not. Maybe not. The sound effects? No, that was the wrong one. No, they are free, but you can get premium versions if you pay a subscription fee. But I'm not doing that. But if you have a huge Twitch or YouTube channel, you probably want the premium version for added stuffs. No, this looks fine actually. That was so bad. Oh, I don't mind the train zigzagging. Belts, on the other hand, that's a different matter. Although, now that I see it from up here, I should have had the train come through there. That would have been fun. Considering I've already spent 1 hour 30 minutes, or 1 hour 20 minutes, counting the intro, just building the segment from down there somewhere up here, I don't think I'm gonna redo it. I love watching people build spaghetti trains and belts, but ironically, even though I am the Lord of Tentacles, I have certain difficulties and challenges with doing it myself. But belts that are zigzagging, no, trains that are zigzagging, I don't mind. That's fine. As long as they're done logically, floating mid-air without any gravity affecting them, I'm happy. A what? Oh. Yeah. I was just wondering why I didn't take it... I didn't connect it immediately. When I connected it, I didn't understand why you were using such an antiquated word for it. Pastafarian clicked. It was the colander that didn't click. And suddenly I understand why Sydney uses the nick FSM Imp. It's taken me a couple of years before I got that. I probably shouldn't have said that out loud because I'm going to be harassed about it. But that's fine. Yeah, this doesn't look too bad. I can see the oil outpost over there. But where is the bauxite? Shoggoth on the roof. Yeah, you have a point there, Wally. No matter what I do, I'm going to be harassed anyway. It's my lot in life. Sigh. I had egg noodles for dinner today. Bo bo. Vietnamese beef soup. Tasty. But I might have to take an extended break, like 15-20 minutes in the stream today, because I'm starting to get hungry, so I'm wondering if I should whip up a burger. I was supposed to whip up that burger yesterday, but I decided that, nah, that might be a bit too heavy on the old digestive system, so I had some pasta carbonara instead. It's over there. How does that correlate with the map? $174.98, so that was up on there. These two underneath me is completely and utterly relevant. And I know you didn't see the map there, but it's not really that exciting anyways. I have enough to build another train, that's... Yeah, knowing myself and my own digestive system, sometimes I do that. I realize that maybe that's not the best idea. Maybe I want to be able to do things like, you know, stream tomorrow, instead of spending half the day in the bathroom instead. And then also additionally feeling like crap. Metaphorically speaking, of course. I think that was 8. 9. Okay, so the bauxite is down there. Which means that I'm going to need some... Oh god, this is going to be fun. It's that, you know... Yes, it's going to be a downward spiral indeed. It's that little TMI part, you know, Wally. Hence the metaphorically speaking thing. Gosh. I need... How am I going to do this? A spiral is a 9 wide. 1, 2, and that's for the exit and out. Well, exit and input, but this is going to be the exit, I think. The ramp that folds back on itself? I have no idea what that is. That's 2, and then I need another 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I'm kind of worried about clipping into that thing there. That doesn't work in Satisfactory, sadly. Or it works, but it requires no less than 6 or 8 ramps, or 6 or 8 tiles to do the folding back, since a corner cannot be, or a turn can't be less than 3 foundations. I suppose you could do it on 6. That was definitely clipped into there. Sadly, was actually an honest opinion there, Wally, for once. Because it would be much easier if I could build those crazy ramps you had in Factory Town. I actually liked them. I please get the glass foundation dead. Yeah, there might be some minor clipping here, but I don't think I care. No clipping on this side. Well, I could go one more this way. Yeah. Not. One more that way. That would eliminate it. It wouldn't eliminate it, but it would at least make it less. There is a jetpack, indeed, but the jetpack uses fuel, unless you have power nearby. You have the hover pack, and I don't have, like, that height. I would not be able to get back up. One, two. Have I built one too far out? No, why would I hate that addicted? That makes your game more enjoyable. I am in no way in opposition to that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Gone too far. Hold on. I'm gonna build the tracks so that I can see. He's never gonna want for power shards again. If he is, I'm going to be very That's one way of doing it. Like, not pay attention to the screen. Oops, yep. How far off is... Eight? That's more than 10 minutes ago. Although I did spend a lot of time waffling up there, so... Okay. The rails do transmit power, so... but no, the platforms do not. They do not have any power supply wiring built in. Which I guess is logical, because you wouldn't want to be electrocuted by your own platforms. I mean, you can build them in the water. I don't know if the rails transmit power to... that far back, but that's fine. I don't know if the rails transmit power to the hover pack. I haven't gotten it yet. I have no idea. It's good that you laughed. You're supposed to. I don't even know how I managed to do that. I was obviously not looking at the screen. Distracted by something else. I could have saved my life by... They do. Oh, that's very handy then. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think that that is actually a good location for this, because that means that I get the regular foundation here. No, that's wrong. I need to remove these 3, and I will do the regular foundation here. I'll do the thick foundation there. Do the regular foundation here. Now I need 2 out. Then I need 3 glass. 1, 2, 3, and I need a thick foundation. And I need 3 glass. 1, 2, 3. And I need 3 glass this way. 1, 2, 3. And 3 glass that way. So we're gonna get some clipping into the tree. That's fine. Unforgivable lack of SUVs in Valheim. Strange that. Well, we Vikings, we were pretty early on with the oil, so... I don't remember where that was from. I think it was an old world discussion that I had. This one needs to stop here. This one has to stop in the middle, actually. What do I have in my inventory? I have these things. Can I build an explorer? Not that it would help me to be building it. Anyways, I can build an explorer because I have some crystal oscillators in the train, but I could use that fuel. Or I can chop down some trees. That goes here. And I'm gonna save the game. I think we can do this here. Equip that. Can I build while flying? Oh, that was useful. You have some strange notions about what the Vikings did, Phasian. Go away. $750. Wait, that's that one. Okay, so one of the bauxite nodes is up there. Where did it put its organs? Away! Move! Down. Star Wars: The Old Republic, or Knights of the Old Republic, was absolutely fantastic. Can get a bit repetitive by today's standards, but there's a fairly decent widescreen gaming mod for it. Sadly, they don't have any widescreen gaming mods for 1440p resolution, which is a bit annoying. I was considering using a streaming PC, Peps, but decided against it. Because you need a capture card, and capture card is expensive. Maybe sometime later. Where is this bauxite? Now. Star Wars Galaxies was also very, very entertaining, and I also liked Jedi Knight. I played that game to bits. And the other one would be up there somewhere. Up there. If I put down a beacon here. Oops, sorry. Is there an easy way for me to get up there? Where are you? Oh, there. Guys are not that easy to see when you're in the trees. What the heck are you guarding, by the way? Yeah, I was thinking about the ladder. I don't like the ladder. Oh, there's a thing here. Sphere. I have one of these nice little inhalations of alien organs and mycelia. This fixes me up. I think I saw a cave. Oh, they want to exterminate me. I haven't done them anything. They started it. Probably going to be one of those gas spitters or something up here, and I'm going to be thrown off the ladder. How about I change to this one? Well, that's the node at least. No monsters? That's a surprise. Okay. Oh, I can live with that. The spiral is going to come. Guess we could have a train station down there. Haupauge. I actually remember the Haupauge. I think I even had one. Like a Haupauge TV receiver card that you could use to watch TV. That's a long time ago. Probably the end of the 90s or something. That's the plan, yes. I want to convert it to the sloppy alumina out here. Is thing is probably going to be in the way. What about... I do actually pick up that beacon again. I go up here. I place down foundations on this thing. Okay, that's... Okay, I don't want foundations to be weird. Put this back. I think the most logical place to put that train station is down there. A little bit above it so that I can put down some water extractors. Because I think that water is... Oh! Mushrooms. I think that water is deep enough. Yeah, it's definitely deep enough to have water extractors. Now the thing with building these spirals is that they're not that easy to build from up above. They are easier to build from down going upwards, but I don't know. To build that spiral from down here, I need to know where the track will come out. And I want the track to come out on the south side of the pillar. That would be fun. Yeah, building the arms is a good idea, but the thing with the arms is that I'm a bit too far down. I wonder if I can get to somewhere on this mountainside here that I can stand. No, I cannot. Well, I think it's 4 per evolution. It's been a while since I built one of those, so I don't even remember, but I'm pretty sure it's 4 per evolution. The train will come out here, and then it would turn. But the question is, if I want the train to come out on this side, should I turn it that way or should I turn it this way? I could do that, but I wouldn't know where it would come out because my brain doesn't work like that and I'm hungry. Counterclockwise would make it come out facing towards the south, but the question is at what height? It wouldn't matter. Yeah, I would have to go that way, indeed. I would have to go counterclockwise. You're right on that, so at least... Well, yeah, with what Addicted just said, going counterclockwise, that's actually enough information. Sadly, my tentacles are not skilled enough at cooking, so I probably need my the presence of my head present to cook. I mean, each tentacle has its own brain, but it's a fairly small brain compared to the one up there, which says something. The annoying thing with having to build or building the arms out up here is that I need to be at all four sides of that pillar, which... Yeah. I know. That was too woolly. And see, I do not have eye stalks, Facian. Technically, I could bully my husband into a burger for me since he just came home, but I probably get the stare of death. Since that's what he does at work. Since I don't want the stare of death. You know what? Celery stalks is one of the very few vegetables I don't like. I keep them hidden. It would be inconvenient to have them on stream. Okay, so the question is, do you guys mind waiting like 20-25 minutes potentially while I make food, or should I just raid someone and continue this tomorrow? Because I could always make do with recording some more Evil Genius 2 as well. I mean, this could be continued tomorrow. Train ride is always fun, of course. Can I make float? I can. Oops. I need to do that. How does this work? If I use a timer... That? Ah. You have 1 minute to vote. I could always just download. That was a bizarre word. I could always just download the file from Twitch and edit out the long break so that people watching it on YouTube wouldn't have to watch that. Stop that, Phasian. Be nice. I have the same thing, Glass Deviant. I cannot eat breakfast unless there's some massive thing going on, like I woke up really hungry. Usually I will eat breakfast like 2 hours after I wake up or something like that. I guess it's technically more of a brunch than a breakfast. Well, I guess that's that. There's a majority favor for waiting, so I'll end the poll and wait one with 6 votes. I love that. That's so silly. Wait one. Okay. Now the question is, how do I get back up there? That work? I'm gonna run out of fuel, aren't I? No, I'm not. Now I can... You and go. Stop your logic, Wally. I don't think a ladder would have worked very well from over there, though. Let's see here. Scaffolding. That would be nice if we had scaffolding in Satisfactory. Can I just build a train up here?
Not easy being green.
Nope. But it'd be fun being green, right? The wrong one. Main refinery. Want to go to the silica outpost. To go to aluminium outpost. Barium factory. Main base. Okay. Should work. Well, I haven't played Factorio in 2 years, 4 months, so I don't know what to answer to that question. If I were to play Factorio again, it would be a multiplayer thing. I don't enjoy playing it alone very much. Oh wait, stop. Stop! Stop, 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 stop. But I think it looks kind of better with an AFK train in Satisfactory than in Factorio. Unless you're playing with something like alien biomes or something. Which incidentally I happened to do in the last time I played Factorio. Orcs, 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 yeah. No, I actually didn't know that. Okay. And autopilot on. And I shall return within half an hour then. thank you so much for bothering to wait. Enjoy the train ride, everyone. I have returned. How long was that? The train managed to do 2 routes.
Not all who wander are lost.
Why? Hello there. Long time no see. And welcome so much to the channel. Appreciate the follow. Indeed it has. How are you? Starting this has really helped. I've talked about it a fair amount on the stream, which is also why I keep the mental health tag on when I stream Satisfactory. Apologies. Thanks to Phasian suggesting that, actually, because I've been fairly open about my mental health stuff here. Then again, I guess you could say that I was somewhat equipped to deal with the plague, considering that my life hasn't changed all that much. But one thing that I have realized is that I'm more of a hugger than I thought, because I miss hugging people quite a bit. I'm glad to hear that you're doing well, all things considered. That is excellent news. Have you been looking into Old World, by the way? Kinda have a hunch that that would be a game that you would enjoy. Made by Søren Johnson. Yeah. Oh dear. You remember Dale? Who made the big mods for Civ 4 and stuff. I think he was even employed by Firaxis for a time. Yep, he's one of the developers. It's Epic exclusive for now, because Mohawk Games probably got to deal with Epic for that, and being a small indie company. I mean, Søren Johnson is kind of a big name in the Civilization communities, but it's quite fun. It's still in early access, but I would highly recommend you checking it out. There's even the good old pit boss available to play with, which had me hooked. I was invited into a multiplayer session with Dale, Solver, and is it Kingmaker? I don't remember the. Actually, I can check, but I'm driving the train manually, so. But it's been a while since I played the game, and they've had multiple patches since then. There are some videos on my channel, but they wouldn't give the game or do the game justice because they've changed so much since then. But anyways, being part of a game that where the developers are present, that's going to be helpful. Thank you, Ontario, and welcome to the stream. Also, thank you so much for waiting all of you who bothered to wait. I appreciate that a lot. Oh yeah, Evil Genius 2. Ah, it's so fun. Ah, it's amazing. I played number 1 to bits and pieces. And of course I always played as Shen Yu. I miss Shen Yu, and he's brilliant. I think here... Comment. That was one of my favorite lines in the game. But they've gotten Samantha Bond in the game, and her British accent is just exquisitely delicious. You might be onto something there. Maybe they'll add Shen Yu for the DLCs. They were kind enough to give all of the us. I love the name of their program. So I'm an official Evil Genius 2 ambassador. Yes. They were kind enough to give all of us who all of us who actually made content. They gave us the season pass. So whenever there's new content, I'll probably cover it on the channel because, well, I kind of like the game slightly. The line you posted earlier. Let me just scroll up in chat so I can read what was written while I was away. Funnily enough, it has welcomed me to the chat room. Interesting. Can you link that to me on Discord, Peps? Because if I listen to that now, it's going to be routed into the audio in the video, because I haven't fixed the voice meter routing so that I can watch it after the stream. Thank you. Just so I don't get any mess with potential copyright, even if it's short. You've had an interesting discussion here with Tibetan. Okay. EU wanting to use the simplified English as the primary language ends up being more like German in the end. Loading up DSP the day after you stay up really late playing it. I had an advantage there. I could watch what I had been doing. Use OBS and record what you do. Then you can just watch what you were doing the next day instead of writing notes. Need to have some hard drive space available, but eh. Thank you, Peps. Okay, so the train is going to come out here. And then it's going to continue here. Oh, that is actually the correct way. And well, I have a mere 442 hours in this save game. On YouTube, it's basically responsible for 1/6 of my total channel views, so I love the game, and guess that has kind of shown through to people. Out here. Wait, I'm not supposed to go to the center of the pillar. I've done this wrong, haven't I? Yes, I have. Although, thankfully, it's easy to fix. So I wanted to go counterclockwise. I do like production chain games quite a bit. And Satisfactory is probably my favorite of them. because of the 3D aspect. Okay, so this is how it's supposed to be, and then continue out like this. Worried that I would have to do the entire thing again, thankfully. But I only recently started streaming though, that was like a little more than a week ago. And it has been absolutely brilliant for my mental health. Which I'm very happy about, because yeah, last year hasn't exactly been ideal in that regards. There isn't much solace in the fact that other people also don't have it ideal. This has to go to the middle of the foundation, and then it has to go to the middle of that foundation as well. This goes away. Yes, the thing is, like, if I have this, it doesn't give me the ramps. It gives me the various foundations, but since I have the various foundations I need on like 3, 5, 6, and 9, I feel it's quicker to just do that than hold down E and then have to select which one I need. But it depends on what I'm building. Also, I tend to forget about it. Habits and all that. But it's a great tip, because people who, I mean, they've added it to just about everything. So thank you so much for mentioning it. Right. Something I did to this. I don't remember what. Yes, I've seen people do that, but the problem with that for me would be that I would forget about it, and then I would be frustrated and confused because where's my stuff? Because of that habit thing. Yeah, that's what I did. You have to go one further than the middle. Eventually, I'll probably get around to getting used to using that that new hotbar thing, but my moderators will tell you that I'm old and slow and things like that. They seem to like making fun of me. I can't possibly understand why. Also, the last time I did this, I did it without a jetpack. It's a fair amount easier with a jetpack, I have to admit. There. I'm sorry if I'm a bit quiet now, but this is like concentration work. Away. Yes, trains are definitely better than using trucks or tractors. However, I would say that trains do have their own quirks and bugs. But at least with the trains, you can rely on them, except if you remove the track they're on, to not disappear out of the world. If you remove the track they're on, I had the mystery of a disappearing train that is just gone. Nobody knows where it's warped to, some kind of alternative dimension. But the thing with trains is that it takes time. Like, admittedly, I had a break where I went away. I don't know exactly how long that break was because I had to go eat. Like, I'm guessing it was like 20-25 minutes. And the trains are far more reliable when you've built them, but it takes, like, setting up a truck is basically a station on each end and then record the route. But the trains you have are very reliable. And also, as Pop Knight says, much higher transport per minute, since you can just add more stations, or rather freight platforms, and then you can just add extra trains as well if you need even higher throughput. So I've actually never built a truck for any other purpose than to drive around myself. Never ever have I built a truck to do transportation for me. They also have this tendency to I don't remember the scientific term for it, looking glass effect or something. If you don't look at them, they usually work, but the moment you look at them, they will do all kinds of quirky things. Homemade bologna, that sounds very pleasant. The burger was also quite nice. Welcome back to you as well. I think we need to do at least 2 more turns. This spiral is going to be funky in terms of many rounds. And there we're gonna clip through the leaves. Oh, there's a branch there as well. Yuck. I'm guessing that I can't get rid of it. Sure I can't. I can always try. But I'm pretty sure it's part of that Titan tree. Ah! Nope. That one. Live with. Okay. That was fairly interesting. You spin me right round, baby, right round. Indeed. I will not argue with that. First time I drove a train down one of these spirals myself. It occasionally still happens, but especially the first time, I got severely dizzy. But it's a great way of saving space for building compact when you do rails. But it takes a bit of time to set up. I think this is the first time I show how to build one on camera. Which probably is a good thing. Right? Yes, it was. And it did. Yeah, I tend to look away myself, or to just look to the side so that I have it in my peripheral vision. But it is... That's why I usually... if I'm present, I will do a motion sickness warning. But that's kind of hard when I'm present. Then again, I hope that people who have motion sickness issues understands what's going on when they have the first round and they have seen the spiral incoming. That was very, very psychedelic to see that thing. Okay. Is this too high? If I do one more spiral, it's gonna be 4. Which is 4 more. 1, 2. No, we need to go 1 more. That's too. I'm not too fond of flashing lights either, but thankfully I don't have that effect of it. But low field of view, spiral motions, too rapid movement in games. I probably should reduce my DPI on the mouse a little bit, for instance, because that will occasionally make me slightly nauseous. But not when I'm doing it myself. So, like when I do a quick move around, this is not quick, but if I did that quickly, I wouldn't feel any kind of motion sickness because my balance centers would be aware of what I'm doing. But if I see others do rapid mouse movements, very common thing in first-person shooters, that is not ideal for me. I'm out of concrete. Two seconds. There we go. Can I remove these? Genuine synthetic emergency. Oh, that's brilliant. This could be fun. I thought much. That sound. It's easier when it doesn't involve a train. Yeah, this is an interesting spiral. And I have to build another one as well. That... Okay. Just the visual glitch. Good. Yeah, doesn't make me feel dizzy or anything because the speed is much more reasonable. see here. That iron ore I can delete. I don't need that. We can put in the food and the carapace and internal ores. 3,000 concrete, and we can also slug in there. Could probably make a couple of these. Fairly certain I have more wagon inside. Okay, that helps. This is a very interesting area. Okay. Oh. That up to there. What the heck's wrong with that one? Oh, well, that explains. I might want to put... Oh, don't feel self-conscious. I'm used to that in your position. Because when I go to people's streams and I'm actually actively watching, I will do the exact same that you do. I will type a lot. I'm a man of very few words, as Wally can attest to. Especially Wally can attest to how much of a man of few words I am. It's one of my best skills, actually. Typing things shortly and to the point. That goes to the middle. And then we want to put a foundation there. We're all staring at you. Ah. I wanted to be that way. I wanted to be that way. Thank you. Hello, Turienda. Six, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, 16. And I do apologize, Tree, but you have breathed your last. It's how things are. And I lost count, but... it's gonna be a tight fit. Potentially too tight. I don't think I need more than 2 platforms here, but I don't know if they're gonna fit at all. The game is going to meow excessively about encroaching blah blah blah. Floor is too steep. That's fine because it... No, it... Noodle? I don't think I have any command that's noodle. Yeah, because if I build the platform the other way, there is not going to be enough room. You had a bot command on IRC that had the command noodle. Now I'm amused. What did it do? Oh, you can build flying freight platforms. That's logical. So in this particular train station here, Trout was wonderful. I used to use, that's a tongue twister, Perch, and Perch had that Trout command. I should add that. So and so hits you with a wet noodle. Yeah, I like the one that was default in Perch. So and so slaps you a bit around with a wet trout. I don't think that was in Merc. I think that was exclusive to Perch. Oh, they had it in Merc as well? Ah, interesting. I never used Merc, because why pay for something when you could get a better option for free? Okay. I wish you the best of luck on dealing with the nuclear waste. And I would be very interested in seeing your results. I didn't bother using... We had bots. But... I don't remember if they were linked to a specific IRC client. I think they usually just run on Linux. Ones that we used. Yeah, they did. The one that we used just ran on Linux. What the heck was the name of this? I don't remember the name of the software. It was probably run in ERC or BitchX or something like that. Speaking of which, I've never understood the reasoning behind the name of that client. BitchX. Never understood why they called it BitchX. I mean, how does that correlate with IRC? I'm going to refine... I need to look at this. I'm going to refine alumina solution. Because I need to get... I don't need that. Batteries. Batteries is what I need to build. And batteries require sulfuric acid, alumina solution, and aluminium casing. So basically what I want to do here is get alumina solution. Go ahead, Addicted. There are an abundance of nerds in this chat who will jump at answering questions about computers, including myself. Question is, where am I going to get sulfuric acid from? And Glass Deviant makes an excellent point. Good evening, Jonas. Pleasure to see you. How are you doing? I'm gonna pull up the map shortly. Good timing as well, since that. The sulfur over there, the normal node. Then again, how much sulfur do we need? Yes, you can, but I leave it to chat to explain that, because that's a little bit complicated because of the bootloader thing. Meanwhile, I'm going to figure out how much sulfur I actually need. $2.5. But it might actually be easier for me to pull the aluminium casing up here. Belt the sulfur down here. Well, that takes water, so I can use the excess water for that one. Outlook. Okay, so there's nitrogen gas there, and there's water here. Although I do question why they bothered to put a pure water node there when there's deep enough water extractors here. That's a weird position for a water. Okay, so the closest sulfur is the one up there. I'm fairly certain that if you wanted to learn how to use a VM, which is a good idea to just test out Linux rather than dual booting, I'm pretty sure that if you use the fairly sure I made a chat about technical talk in the Discord server. I'm fairly sure that people would happily help you have a look at it. I think I'm gonna belt the sulfur. It's on altitude 161, whereas this one is on 174, so it's basically on the same height as this. So I could take a lift down there. Just... that looks like an overhang. Just belt the sulfur through here. Take the belt over the lake. And I could have my aluminium plant like around here. It's worth exploring at least. Let's go have a look at that sulfur now. Naud is new word invented by weird Norwegian. Let me take the railway and attach it to there. One, two. Does this work? Fun and shenanigans, it does. Okay. Oh, sorry. Thank you. Thank you very much. That's what happened when I get too concentrated. You should dilute yourself? Huh? You've been drinking, Wooly? Oh my.
As a rule, I don't sprout tentacles, but in your case, I'll make an exception.
Glace déviante has been knighted. Addicted 2 capping gifted a tier un sub to glace déviante. This is their first gift sub in the channel.
In the channel. Thank you so much for the gift, sub addicted. Is much appreciated. Let's just say that sigh was also well deserved, Phasian. Because that was quite possibly even worse than you. What is this? Dad humor convention night? Oh dear. I hope you guys don't have children. Well, I'm guessing that if you had children, you wouldn't be here because you would have been dead by now because the children would probably have killed you. Oh, you bad dog. Come back here, you coward. Actually not bad. Filling the spiral up again is not going to be too fun, but... Okay, now you're standing still. That's good for you. See, Wally? Nobelisks.
Mighty is the wind, but you can still break it. Meditate on this.
Three needs to go. Tree also. Sure if I'm in my own stream anymore or where I am. I feel kind of lost. Appreciate that. Although, stuff going on in chat now, are you sure they're subbing to the right channel? Hey, hello there. Well, you came out of nowhere. Pleasure to meet you as well. One little. This, and this. Okay. Down there is a lizard. That is a doggo. Sulfur must be up there. Ah, it is. I can see you. Pretend to hide. Work. That over there does not look too promising though. How about I build a foundation there? Then I take a ladder down. Oh, apparently that moving does not equate building ladder. Then I have a ladder at least. That's not farty plants, that's the actual real deal. You know what? I would actually really appreciate that. As that would be most amusing. I'm sure there are others in the channel who would be equally amused by that. Send pictures. That is one huge and mean poison field. One at the other side as well. you happy now, Wally, with me using ladders all over the place? A lot of them here. Slug wasn't exactly what I was after. I was after the sulfur, not the slug. Ooh. Potential for... $182 meters is that way. Can someone explain to me how that is 176 meters? I guess I don't... this thing then. No, I will never pass up the opportunity for a tasty slug. Time to inhale some tasty stuff. Is this like beginning of the northern forest? I think so. It's gonna be a nightmare to belt through all this vegetation. Oh, there's bamboo here. Yes. Waypoint is down there. Be that bad. Okay, so we want to have a foundation. Well then, that's cool. To have a foundation, we want it. That should north, south, east, west. There, and then we need to build a equipment workshop. And we need to build space for that. Why would I have enough space for that? That would be silly. Station box. Are you surprised? I mean, you have to deal with that API crap. And we want to have a Mark II miner. That way, I think. I'll keep those. That. And then there's a matter of having it authorized as well, because you have to. That's probably. Oh, auth. I don't remember this one. No, that's not. Drug. It's drug.
Yes? For the last time, I'm a dread lord, not a drug lord.
100 per minute. I assume the sulfuric acid is made in a refinery. Is it made in a blender? Well, I wouldn't know. Made in a blender, I don't have what's necessary. Made in a refinery. It's 50 per minute, and it makes 50 per minute. And the batteries, on the other hand, are going to be a bit more complicated, so I need to go check the calculator. Yeah, that is a 1-to-1. Takes 50-50 in, 50 out. I guess it would technically one, but two things, but I would say that it's a 1-to-1 since it takes 1 in of each of its components and 1 out. Where's the battery? Sorry for not having the browser up here, but I'm just looking at the recipes. Okay, so it takes 20 batteries per minute. Made in a blender. It needs 6. Sorry about that. 60 sulfuric acid. 40 alumina solution. 20 aluminium casings. And that outputs 20 batteries per minute. Wally, or anyone else in the chat for that matter, have you built drones yet? And 40 water per minute. I find that, to me, it's difficult to build spaghetti, so I tend to look at people who are able to build spaghetti bases and admire those bases, because the organized chaos is quite funny. Like, I think, yes, I spend a lot of time building things with straight angles and all that stuff, but when I watched Josh, the Let's Game It Out guy, who made the gigantic vortex and stuff like that on his Satisfactory videos, I think he spent more time on that stuff than I have on mine. You've not built drones yet. I'm wondering how many batteries one drone burns. As in, how many batteries do I need to make? I know that I need batteries for the magnetic field generator, and batteries is also used in the superstate computer alternate recipe for the supercomputer, which, as far as I can tell, is a good alternate recipe, which also gives you the option to use computers for something. So that recipe looks interesting. That is 24 batteries per minute to make 2 supercomputers. together with electromagnetic control rods, computers, and wire. I'm not sure how difficult... Okay, so that is basically a really good recipe to make supercomputers. Yes. Completely eliminate... No, maybe not. Batteries and wire and electromagnetic control rods instead of high-speed connectors and plastic. Okay, for the 90-degree angles on the stackable conveyor poles, that is actually something I can demonstrate really quickly, because it is the trick is quite nifty. If you have a stackable conveyor pole anywhere and you want a 90-degree angle, you just make sure that the corners meet like that. That will always give you a 90-degree turn. If you're using these, then it's just a matter of going 2 forward, flip it, and 2 to the side. Just make sure that it's 2 forward, 2 to the side. And that is the same thing here. It's just easier to see because you have this little corner that you can almost squeeze through. But this will also give you a 90-degree angle turn. Yes, but I'm not sure how to tell the bot to... There is a... Hold on. One moment. How the heck? Good night, Jonas. Sleep well, and I hope to see you again soon. No, it's not too much trouble. Where are you? Mod tools. Option. I think it's as simple as... Yep, there you go. Oh, you're most welcome. Why did I tear down the binary? I needed that. I'm sorry, Addicted. It's not something that I intentionally try to have other people do, but let me have a look at the link. I like the little squiggle on the belt, just where Icarus is standing. I mean, you could have gotten it across there by using the... wouldn't have to use the squiggle if you had just built the belt. Like the little trick to get over a belt. You can do that with multiple belts as well, if you just do it one at a time. But it looks kind of cute with that little squiggle. That isn't very... Was this like something that you would consider to be unorganized? This? Because you say it's pretty tidy, but you would have to search a while for the really messy spots. I like this. Looks quite good actually. The only thing that I wouldn't do is the massive tanks. I would rather use priority input and output splitters, and let just let the belts back up, because that's something that rubbed off from me from Factorio, I think. Tanking something is... You couldn't fit it there before. Some belts are removed due to moving a small group of fabricators. Another location to trip... Ah, okay. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. I like this this setup. It's quite tidy for a belted setup. Have some of your screenshots of your... Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, they are decorative, actually. Can I get 300 sulfur out of this thing? Yes, I can. What's the maximum? Oh, 300. Me math good, me math well. Excellent. Yeah, that's what I did as well. I had box stacks up until I could stack them into the towers, because since you can access the towers from anywhere on a planet, it doesn't make sense to have it in boxes that you would have to go to. Much easier to just go into map mode and flip the planet around and take whatever you need from the other side. I'm not sure if I've been a good influence or a bad influence here. Yeah, the nighttime thing is what I'm thinking about as well. It must actually look really nice with the fluid tanks. I didn't think of that. We want this down there. Sadly, that means these trees have to pay with their lives. Snack tree survive. Blackberry. $300. That will mean I need. And since I detest having things, I'll go on height 3. Fine. Like that attitude. Tear things down when they're too organized to make sure that it's more messy. Both Wally and I would probably consider... No, I would. Not Wally, but I would consider that heresy in my bases. Building in my bases, though. As I was saying earlier, I find looking at disorganized factories really fascinating. Mostly because I'm just unable to do it myself. I don't know why. Building railroads without having foundations is there's like, yes, I could build a railroad. It doesn't, does it? That looks funky. Be an amusing railroad. Just doesn't sit well with me when things like this thing is clipping up. Oh, how is it even able to do that? Like that. Yeah. Just. Nope. I don't want that. So instead I have floating foundations. Much more logical to have flouting. That was very no English. Floating concrete foundations mid-air. Much better. Much better. Six. Waypoint is over there. Depends on the size of the factory though. If it's too big, then it starts getting problematic figuring out what it does. A hog here somewhere? I might want to take that one more up, not because it's crooked, but because I'm probably going to drive through here at some point. Oh, might as well harvest the pale berries. Have one in. I need to go to the bathroom. Suddenly... yes, I shall return very shortly. There we go. Okay. So I see that the time is 03:48. I think I'll finish this sulfur belt and then I probably should go to bed. It has been like today it was 20 degrees Celsius here in Arendal, the end of March, so it was really nice weather and it was sunshine and I had my morning coffee outside in the sunshine. It was just very, very nice. When it's that nice weather, I just don't want to miss it. Get up there. If I could hit the ladder. Yeah, there's some... You call it Fernwind in English as well. Because it's named after a guy or a person. I wonder what the... Say what it says tomorrow. Yeah, it's 16 degrees tomorrow as well, so I really don't want to miss that because... Thursday it's back to 10. It's going to be back to sub 10 degrees from Friday. Chinook. That sounds Native American. It is. Caledorn brain has. That's probably true. I come up here. The waypoint is... Yeah, imagine that. It's down there. I don't think that's gonna look very nice. It works. That's the waypoint. And I guess I can pull the belt down here and I can have a couple of refineries down here on the little beach. Let's go with there. I'll pick you with. And I guess we can just put a lift here. Doesn't clip, so that's nice. Poor lizard doggo is afraid of me. Would never hurt you. Bye. It's my obelisks. That. Okay, so my inventory is fine. For how efficient that is to use on one-on-one thing, but hi there. I don't think I want to save this. Did these guys respawn? I don't like it that they've made stuff respawn. That is very unnecessary of them. Put that in there. I've heard someone mention that if you give those birds a nut, something happens. Can anyone confirm or deny this? I've never bothered to try. You've tried, but I've never even looked it up, because it's just like the same with the lizard doggos. Seems like they would make it a little nutty. Yes, glazed in pecan nuts with honey. Tastes like chicken pecan. Sometimes you feel a little nutty, huh? The rest of the time you're much worse. Yes, that sounds familiar. I basically just need 6 refineries, so there should be ample room for those refineries here. I can take the sulfuric acid via pipe over there, which is where I want to have the refineries making the alumina solution. And then I guess I need the aluminium casings to make the blenders, of which I am totally in the dark about how many I need. I have really no clue. This is another thing that I'm not very fond of with the forest, which is much better in the rocky desert, for instance. You don't need to clear out entire swathes of vegetation. I find that anytime you don't know how many of the thing you need, there is only... Yeah, that's very true for anything that relates to production games. I have found this to be a wise decision. In this case, I do know what I need, so... Or I don't know what I need, but I know what I have capacity for, so that's what I will build. I will build to capacity. And I'll pull the foundations down so I get them on the same angle as the base, and all I need to do basically is just make that belt come down. But I don't need this vegetation, so we'll throw that away. If I could hit the icon, that is. think I'll keep the flower petals though. Do I have room for all of this now? Barely. Then this can come down. Yeah. You give me a jump scare, bird. No problem whatsoever. Come down there. What I have to do now is the final little thing. Which is not build the other spiral, because I do not have the time nor inclination to do that now. That's going to take a while. I hope I have room for it. Something I need to check. Up there. Strange creature. I don't like it when I see the seams. That is usually a bad sign. Yeah, well, I'm going to build foundations on top of it, so it's gonna disappear, don't worry. Pave the world, that is my motto. When you see the seams, that occasionally means that the rails are not connected. Which means that the train just stops. But occasionally it's just a visual glitch. Like if I look at it from the other side, I can't see the seam. So I think that in this case it's mostly just because of the weird curves. Because it's invisible from this side. You thought I said seeing the seas. Depends on what sea. It could always be the Holy Sea, or it could be Pacific. That's not a sea. You get my point. Yes, I saw the specific sea. That's a sea that's very specifically located somewhere specific. Scenery. Oh gods. Now we're back there again. Yeah, there should be ample room for building another spiral. I might have to do an uphill thing. Because it's gonna come underneath there. It needs to be high enough that I might have to go uphill, but we might get clipping with that thing there, or I might have to build a spiral the other way. Heresy. Oh my god.
Help! Help! I'm being repressed!
I'm pretty sure you guys enjoy that. Now I'm here, so now we'll give a motion sickness warning. Unless, of course, the train just stops abruptly because one of those seas. Decides to stop the train. Yep, this is definitely the longest spiral I've built so far. Ah. Now I'm dizzy. How the heck have I managed to do this? Is that even possible? The heck? Okay. Maybe I do this. Yes, that's a bit better. I did see... Yeah, there you are. You. Are there any other offending bits of glass up there? All good from here. Seems to work. Help, help, I'm being repressed. Yeah, no. Seems I've got it correct this time. Yep, offending bits of you. You were. And I think that I would have to do it counterclockwise the other way as well. That would have to be clockwise, actually. But we'll get back to that when we get to that. Now the issue is that I'm not going to have... If I put on sound in a browser now, I'm pretty sure that'll come to the... Let me just check this. Properties. Device. Because that is a... For some reason, I've set this to be a different... Oh. Is a VIO 3 and Discord is the VIO aux. So if I mute that... Oh, the pause. They are for these. If you click the little paw icon, you get things. There are various rewards for watching enough. Let's see if there's something or someone we can raid. It's always nice to raid someone. Which there are someone we can raid. There is heretics around that we can raid. Okay, so instead of using my usual long time to do an outro, we'll just do this really quick and easy. So thank you all so very much for joining me tonight. And for those of you who are watching this on YouTube, questions, comments, please feel free to leave those in the comment section. And have a great night, everyone. And I will hopefully see you again tomorrow. We are going to raid Wally, who is playing Dyson Sphere Program. Bye everyone. Thank you so much.